ask you a question, when was the last time that you've had a real conversation, phone free, social media free, and had some fun with a family member, a lover, a friend? When was that? Tell me. A few hours ago, a few days ago? I think you're safe if that's it. Because some people are gonna say months ago, maybe years, which is slightly concerning. We spend hours every single day on social media. We connect more than ever, but deep down, many of us have never felt lonelier. Even though you're all over social media, you're always present, always online, always texting people, but you still feel lonely. So the question is social media making us less social? If you want to find out, stick with me till the very end. Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new YouTube video on my channel. Today we will be talking about this topic that came up into my mind, and I thought, why not share it with you if I'm gonna do the research anyways, which is social media making us less social? And why I chose this is because I see a lot of people who are always present on social media, always online, always texting people. But when I meet them in real life or when we have like deeper conversations, they always tell me they feel super lonely, super drained. They just are suffering in silence. I always wonder, is social media destroying our social skills? Is social media the reason behind our awkwardness and social anxiety? So yeah, let's figure it out together today. Before we start, make sure you subscribe because I'll be uploading every single day until we reach 1,000 subscribers. So please, help me out. Now, let's get into it. Imagine that you moved away to a new city or a new country. One of the very first things you're gonna do is look it up on Instagram, maybe try to find events, group chats, join a community, and it makes you meet people in the real life. They will ask you to hang out, they will text you, you're gonna get to know them, and eventually you will meet up with them, and yay, you got a friend, which is good, right? But then let's say this friend invited you out and then suddenly you just feel awkward, you have these random poses, you feel drained, you want to go home, you just want to reach out to your phone, you can't keep a conversation up. There are a lot of things going on with you, and you ask yourself, wait, what's happening? Am I forgetting how to be around people? Am I losing my social skills? But before we answer that, what are social skills? Let's be clear, social skills are not only about talking. They're about reading body language, noticing a person's tone, noticing how many times they sighs in a conversation, showing empathy to a friend who looks upset even if they say nothing about it. In real conversations, over 70% of the meaning comes from non-verbal cues. Eye contact, facial expressions, small gestures, voice tone, and social media removes most of that, especially when texting. We rely on emojis, memes, gifs, but is that actually enough? A 2014 study tested children's ability to read emotions. Those who spent more time on screens scored so much worse at guessing the facial expressions and the emotions of people than the children who had less screen time, because they had less chances to practice face-to-time interactions than the children who had fewer screen time. I know a lot of you feel safer when they are on social media, especially introverts and people who are so shy, because there's no awkwardness, there's no weirdness about it, no random pauses. I feel like if you can't keep a conversation up, you can just leave a scene and move on with your life, or reply with an emoji. Meanwhile, in real life, maybe that's gonna be slightly weird. That's not gonna save the conversation. The thing is, we don't only talk or text each other through social media. We post ourselves, we post on our stories, we try to share the best of our lives. And when we do that, when everyone does that, comparison comes into the image. What, you thought you're not comparing yourself to every single person you see on social media on a daily basis, whether you want to or you don't want to, whether you mean it or you don't mean it? The thought is gonna cross your mind at some point. You're gonna see people who are richer, prettier, I don't know, whose life seems easier to you. And that's gonna lower the self-esteem of so many people, which is just so sad because they're constantly present on social media. They see people, they follow these people, and they keep comparing themselves to these people that they are seeing on social media. Meanwhile, everyone knows by now that we share the best of our lives on social media. You never know what someone's actually going through. Every hour scrolling is an hour that you chose to spend alone scrolling and watching random people and random videos instead of like speaking to someone in person, playing, building memories with your people. This is called in psychology displacement effect. Because even if social media keeps you entertained, it's stealing something from you. It's taking your time and not allowing you to get more interactions, real interactions. Researchers found that emotions spread online super quickly, especially anger. Anger goes around so fast on social media. So if you see that your For You page is negative and full of negativity, trust me, even though you're not interacting, you're not engaging, you don't think of this and that, you will be affected by it. You will be affected. Have you ever been like scrolling maybe the news of something, maybe instead editing quotes, maybe watching this, watching that, and then suddenly you feel so drained and you just feel sad and you feel this weird feeling as if you went through something horrible in real life, but it's just from scrolling? Have you ever felt that? Yeah, because oh my god, that's one of the worst feelings to ever experience. But here is the twist. It's not all negative. There are some good things and good studies as well. For example, a 2024 study showed that teenagers who use social media, they have more interactions in real life and not fewer than the ones who don't, which is slightly scary. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but I just read it and I was like, what? Okay. Purely because social media help them meet people, organize events, and join communities. So, what can we do to stay socially sharp? I have the solutions for you, and you better make them happen. The first thing you gotta do is have no phone or phone-free zones. Which means there are these times when you just can't use your phone, honey. For example, breakfast time, dinner time, maybe lunchtime. It's fine if you're not having lunch like with someone. But I'd suggest whenever you are actually eating with someone, it's a phone-free time. If you're eating alone, I understand that some people like they need to watch something to feel less lonely. I understand that. Otherwise, just don't use your phone. And also tell the people around you, oh, we're here to have a nice meal. You don't really have to use your phone. I always say that to my family. I'm always like, yeah, let's not use our phones. Let's just eat. We don't have so much time to spend together. So I think you're going to find those phone-free times, phone-free zones where you're going to actually be able to relax. You don't have to worry about notifications and what's going on. It's fine. Okay? The second thing is practice small talks. I know it might be hard, especially for an introvert, but I'm not telling you to walk up to strangers and ask them random things. But for example, if you run into your neighbor in the elevator, you can say good morning. You can greet them in any way. If the waiter in the restaurant you went to, she's asking a few questions or she's trying to keep up a nice conversation while taking your order, you can try to keep up with it. It's fine. When you're feeling like it, of course, I don't want to drain you or force you to do anything, but these small talks with people that you are not truly close to, I feel like they keep it going. The third thing is to be intentional online. What does that mean? You don't have to be online just aimlessly all the time. Every day you're online, what for? Just for scrolling and wasting time. Maybe you're online for a purpose, to text and check on people that you actually like and care about, to create the content, to reach out to people. I feel like that's better than aimlessly scrolling. And if you're suffering from that, I made a whole video about doom scrolling and how it's literally killing you. You can watch it in here. Don't be scared. You're not gonna die. I'm gonna save your life. Check your feed. Always check your feed. There are these creators that you're not aware of, and they are like draining you, and you don't want negativity. Trust me, the negativity we're having in our real life is already enough. You don't want to go online to have some entertainment, catch up with an old friend, and suddenly it's all negative. We wouldn't want that to happen to you. So unfollow. So what do you think? Has social media made you feel less social? Has social media made you feel more awkward, more anxious about real life interactions? You can share your stories down in the comments below. I'll make sure you read them. Please make sure you subscribe. I love you so very much, and bye.